Good morning, guys. Yes, another beautiful day here on Koh Phangan. Today we are going to talk about some cool stuff. Yes, we are going to compare a yacht with a Snicker. Yes, we are going to show you that now Australian and New Zealand people can use Bitcoin to buy these Snickers. Yes, we are going to talk about another billionaire now that is advising his fund allocators to look at Bitcoin instead of bonds. Also going to show you why all these people are leaving Coinbase at the moment, and also giving my opinion about what Coinbase at the moment is doing, guys. Of course, I won't forget to talk about the Bitcoin price, because we can see this beautiful wedge forming, and if you watch the video, you will understand what a wedge is and what it will lead to in the very near future. Enjoy watching this video, guys. Good morning, everybody, from this beautiful island Koh Phangan. It's a cloudy day. Let's jump into the office. Short intro. Why? For all the people that would love to see shorter videos, today I am going to try to make a video that is shorter than 15 minutes. I haven't succeeded in this the last couple of times because I just talk too much. So shut the fuck up, Didi, and start this video. The best quote of the last decade is, "Would you like to have a yacht or a Snickers?" I loved the quote and the tweet of Willy who tweeted yesterday, guys, if you would have invested $1 into Bitcoins 10.7 years ago, you would have 12 million US dollars now. You could buy a yacht. If you would have invested $1 into gold 10.7 years ago, you would now have a Snickers bar, because your investment now would be worth not 12 million but around $2. So I love the way Willy expressed this difference between an investment in gold or in Bitcoin, and the return on investment in like 11 years almost. Yes, Willy, I would prefer the yacht above the Snickers, and not just for the money, but just also for the true fundamentals behind Bitcoin. And because I would sell the yacht then, and I would share this money a little bit with the poor people over the world, and I would buy myself probably a small, like, Thai-style fisher boat and become the new Forrest Gump, going to fish for shrimps, being happy with doing that again in my life, a new adventure. Reminds me to the beautiful period I spent with Willy Who here on Koh Phangan, I think 1.5 years ago. And one of the beautiful parts of this time together was that we went with this boat trip in the middle of the night across the sea to the full moon party. But this boat trip was even more beautiful than the party itself, because it was a trip in the full dark and you could see all the stars. It was just an amazing moment, this trip. It was beautiful. Sadly, we couldn't speak very well with each other at that boat trip because it was a Thai boat, and that one made more noise than the whole full moon party combined. But we had a great time here in Koh Phangan, and I'm looking forward to seeing Willy again somewhere in Portugal or Bali in the near future to talk some more fundamentals and all the on-chain metrics, because he's one of the kings when it comes to the on-chain metrics and analytics in Bitcoin and other cryptos, guys. Now that we are talking about Snickers, do you know that all the Australian and New Zealand people now can buy Snickers and many other things in vending machines by paying with Bitcoin? Yes, there is a huge company, CocaCola Amatil, that is responsible for all the distribution of drinks and other stuff into these vending machines in the Pacific area. They just announced they are going to accept Bitcoin and maybe other cryptos as a payment. So all the Aussies and the Kiwis, should I say Kiwis? No, I will do respectful New Zealanders because I love the country. They can now use their beautiful crypto to buy stuff out of vending machines. How beautiful is this adoption? Probably they won't be using their Coinbase wallet, because Coinbase had the biggest drop in hodlers since like 2017. More than 22,000 Bitcoins were withdrawn from the Bitcoin wallets, more than $240 million. That is a lot of Bitcoins being withdrawn out of the system. And why are they withdrawn out of Coinbase, guys? Because the article says that a lot of people are just mad at Coinbase because of the outage that happened again in this run up and in this crash of Coinbase. Coinbase shut down. You couldn't touch your Bitcoins, you couldn't sell or buy them anymore. So that is one of the reasons the article noted. I think the other reason is that there was a huge article about Coinbase now opening up sales of their users' data to the DEA and the IRS, and this is terrible. Because why, Coinbase, would you want to sell our data to the IRS or the DEA? To be very clear, Coinbase stated that they are not going to give private data. They're only selling the data, not the identity of the users. Even if that is true, Coinbase, let's say I will trust you on this, then still it doesn't sum up to me. Why would we as a crypto community that is fighting the traditional monetary system now cooperate with the IRS or the DEA? Why would you want to support the IRS in simplifying them taxing crypto users? I thought we had a different goal when this whole crypto adventure started. I think, Brian, you also had a different goal when this crypto adventure started. Wasn't it a revolution? Wasn't it a disruption of the monetary system? So why would we want to work together now with the IRS? I don't think this is the goal of crypto, but because of all this, I started to check my Coinbase wallet and I saw that I still own $34.67 on Coinbase. It was diversified between Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, and BSV, guys. Yes, so I'm a proud hodler of all these currencies as well without even knowing it. But now, guys, I do think I'm going to take these currencies away from Coinbase because I don't want to be tracked by any tax company in any part of the world, also not the IRS, also not in Europe, nowhere. So please, Coinbase, rethink what you're doing, because I don't think this is leading by example for one of the biggest crypto companies out there. This is not how you show the community why we should support Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies all over the world. And guys, there is another billionaire hedge fund manager, Paul Britton. He is responsible for 22 billion US dollars in a hedge fund, and he is now advising to all the asset allocators in his company, please guys, have a look at Bitcoin instead of looking at the bonds, because the bonds doesn't make it possible for us to diversify our portfolio as much as we want. We need to start and diversify our portfolios into cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, because we have seen in the past how much return investment the Bitcoins have given us. We could all have been owning a yacht now, and now we are all eating Snickers. So this billionaire investment fund manager is also waking up, and he is now starting to wake up other managers and other people in his fund and other fund managers. Thank you, Paul Britton. You also deserve a big thank from the whole crypto community for now getting all these institutional investors into Bitcoin, because it's truly the biggest evolution but also revolution of the monetary system we have ever experienced. And thank you for supporting this. Haha! And you all thought I wasn't going to speak about the Bitcoin price. Of course, yes, normally I start with the Bitcoin price, but this time I tricked you guys. I wanted to start with some other crazy news which would lead into talking about the Bitcoin price, because why are all these fund managers now interested in Bitcoin? Why are these billionaires now all buying Bitcoin? Because the Bitcoin price is slowly going up. They have FOMO, fear of missing out, and they don't want to miss the boat, they don't want to miss this space rocket into the moon. So that is why they are interested in Bitcoin. If we take a closer look at the Bitcoin price, I will tell you the following. We can see on this chart this rising wedge. A rising wedge is formed when we continuously see higher lows and higher highs forming into this triangle. This is a rising wedge. As you can see, we still have some room at the end of the rising wedge, which would mean we could make another movement upwards, because we are now at the support of this rising wedge. So we could go to the upper line of this rising wedge and come down again and then go up again, which would bring us to 12k in the top of this wedge. Yes, again 12k. We talked a lot of times about 12k in my past videos, because everything seems to point in the direction that Bitcoin is slowly crawling up to this 12k region, first breaking 10.5k, then to the 12k, before we see again a healthy pullback. Please be aware, you can see we are now touching this bottom trend line of this wedge. We could always see a negative breakout, which means guys we would break this upward trend line now, which would bring us guys back to 8,800 in the beginning. That's the first support, and then even to 6,800 as a second support. So then we could drop all the way back to even below 7,000 if we would break this wedge support line now. If we would break the wedge support line later stadium, so if we would first go from here up again and then a little bit down and up again, then the pullback, guys, would be to 9,600-ish, and the second pullback would be to 8,600-ish. So it is very important to keep watching what is happening inside this wedge. Are we going up from this support line, or are we breaking this support line? If we would break the support line, we could quickly fall down back, guys. So exciting times ahead. That was the only thing about the price, guys, today, because all my other videos have already prepared you for what could happen next couple of days, weeks and months. So if you are curious what could happen and you didn't see my last videos, please watch the last two videos, because in the last two videos you can see very clear what is happening with the Bitcoin price and what could happen in the near future. I hope I succeeded in making a shorter video today. Let's see if I succeeded, and let's see if this experiment leads up to a higher retention in YouTube, because maybe if I make some shorter videos, you will keep watching them till the end instead of skipping 20 seconds. Yes, I know you're skipping my videos all the time, 30 seconds, 50 seconds, 1 minute, just to see the very important parts. You are missing out on the very beautiful parts, but I'm just very thankful that you're even watching the videos, guys. I am even adding all these timestamps now in the comments and also in the description, so you can see at which minute what information is being told, so you can click the time and then you will go directly to this part of the video. But I would love you guys to watch the whole video, because you don't want to miss out on all the small parts in between that just make my videos a little bit different than the most YouTubers are presenting you. All this Bitcoin news, live news, blockchain news, and all the other things I talk about. To end the video, guys, not with the Bitcoin price, we are going to end the video with the Bitcoin inventor, because Satoshi Nakamoto, we know now who he is, because the Escobar drug cartel knows who Satoshi Nakamoto is. I just love these stories. I just love this drama. That's why I share them with you, not because I believe them, but I just like these stories. The new story is that we have this guy called Yasutaka Nakamoto, who is a brother of Dorian Nakamoto. Do you still remember the guy from 2014? Now his brother was working for the Escobar drug cartel as a drug trafficker. Now this right hand of the Escobar cartel, guys, he is now stepping into the news, and he's saying we need to get rid of all the FUD of people claiming to be Nakamoto, because I know who Satoshi Nakamoto is. It's this guy. Okay, there is not many proof yet out there that you can see that he did it. So let's see where this story continues. Again, I just share it because of the fun and the entertaining value that now the biggest drug cartel of the world knows or even works together with Satoshi Nakamoto. That was the video for today's, guys. I want to thank you again for watching the video. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to our channel, hit this bell button so you will be notified on every new video I make. And if you click this bell button, you have the option to select all. Please select all, because else maybe you will still miss my videos, because we can see that still some videos in this crypto space are being shadow banned, so won't appear in your beautiful timeline of most interesting videos to watch on the day you open YouTube. I am going to leave you guys with the same advice I'm giving you every day. Please, when it comes to Bitcoin, zoom out in Bitcoin. When it comes to life, zoom in life, which means enjoy every single minute of the day, because that is exactly what makes life worth living. I wish you an amazing day again, guys, and see you tomorrow again. Bye. People should not be afraid of the governments, but the government should be afraid of the people. V for Vendetta. Let's see how we can pay now with Bitcoin. I have to live with this.